23-12-10, Sean Payton. At Sean Payton at Broncos Win News GP7A. Well, this is kind of an amazing. When they say NFL means not for long, and when you watch the teams that were really big, they've reached their peak. Kansas City went out quick, but you can't count them out. But what happens is when you think about when you watch the football games and the commercials that come on and all the different products that Mahomes was pushing, it takes your mind off the ball. See, football players weren't allowed to do all that contracting stuff until Joe Namath came around. And that's Joe Namath, Broadway Joe. He's the one that started it all. And then it filtered from there because when Broadway Joe started doing all the commercials and all that, then what happened? So this is what happens to all the teams. And when the Chargers, the Bolts, boy, the cheerleaders on both teams. Oh my goodness, I don't think they show enough of the cheerleaders. That's what I think. I mean, they need to show more of the cheerleaders. But when you think about the pain and suffering that Coach Payton has gone through, and the team members just trying to get a new system, a new game of play, and then having everybody on their backs saying all kinds of negative things. Um, and see, I wasn't saying negative things. I was saying that um, I was repeating the things I heard, whether they were good, bad, or indifferent. And yet, I would throw in my own perspective of what I believed would happen because NFL, not for long, it's like a train coming down the track. And when you understand, like this was where people were telling that they needed to fire Payton because he was making $20 million a year. I mean, that's not confirmed. But a coach making 20 million, I think there's only three coaches. Good news is now they have a 27% chance of going to the Super Bowl. And Raiders are out. They had the biggest. They were the biggest team to lose. Was the Raiders, and it's amazing because I send their people information on how they could stay on point and win the game based off artificial intelligence. But their AI people know more than what I know, evidently, and their records show it. So Peyton, on the other hand, he's got an opportunity here, folks, to really look at that's the end of the line. And when you think about Russell Wilson and all the stuff he took, oh my gosh. I mean, we're lucky we even have a team that loves its fans. But Broncos were playing on point. They were doing everything right. They got to do that on the next game. And hopefully they needed to win all the games, unfortunately, to get into the because of what all the other teams were doing. But we'll see what happens. Good luck, Broncos. Go Broncos. Go Bronco cheerleaders. And go Bronco team players. You always got to keep your mind on the ball, on and off the field, 24/7, and every day of the year, 365, until you're old and you can't move anymore. And old meaning old for NFL, where you can then go do all your endorsements and all the things that you should be doing because why? Because it was earned, it was equity. Just like when I was watching Kansas City game as well, they a lot of grandstanding, a lot of Super Bowl shuffling in the end zone, and they lost. So you got to save that. You can't go and be doing stuff like that. You got to just play the game. Get back to the huddle. Get back to the sidelines. Pay attention to the players. Make sure everybody's working on their top mojo. But when you like, it takes a lot believe it or not, it takes a lot of energy to do those end zone um, worthless end zone grandstanding. I never liked it. I don't mind them spiking the ball, but when all the players run and they all do the dancing, wasted energy. Their mind is not on the game anymore. It's on trying to play the fools. And I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but this is AI talking, not me.